and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be the funnest video. I am so excited to film this. So yesterday I received the most anticipated, the biggest launch in e-commerce history. I finally received my Shane x Jeffree collab, the Conspiracy palette, and I also got the mini Controversy palette as well. So today is the day where we are going to bust these babies open, play with them, put some makeup on, get crazy with it. I am so excited. This launch was the most stressful launch I have ever been through in my entire life. I can't even imagine what Shane and Jeffree were feeling on this day, but for those of you who were able to get something from this collection, it was so incredibly stressful. So the day that it launched, I got on the website 10 minutes early and I had it up and ready to go. And as soon as the time came and it went live, the site immediately shut down. It took me over 2 hours to get everything that I wanted, and still I wasn't sure if everything went through. About 3 hours after I ordered everything, I got the order confirmation, I had an order number, and then as the days went on, my order number couldn't be found. They lost my order number, so I was like, great, they gave me a faulty order number, I'm not gonna get anything, I'm freaking out. And then yesterday, I received an email saying, your Jeffree Star Cosmetics order has been delivered. And I literally almost shit my pants because I didn't think I was gonna get it. I thought, cool, they took over $100 out of my account and I'm not gonna get anything. Awesome, cool. Alas, everything that I ordered from the Shane x Jeffree collab, I received. So in total, I spent $114 on everything, and I got the Conspiracy palette. I also got the mini Controversy palette, and then I got 2 lip products. I got the Shane Dawson gloss, just a clear lip gloss, and then I got 1 liquid lip, and this is the one that I was most interested in. And this is the kind of red-orange color, and this is in the shade Are You Filming? So I got everything that I wanted. Like I said, it was very stressful. I'm so grateful that everything went through okay and that it got delivered. For those of you who tried to get something and the site just didn't work, I am so sorry. Now that I got that little story out of the way, we are gonna sit down and play with some of this stuff. I do for sure want to wear this lipstick today, so I think I might try to base my makeup look off of this color right here, because I don't want to do like pink and yellow and then wear a red lip. I just feel like that wouldn't match. Also, just a quick little couple disclaimers is yes, I did shave a slit in my eyebrow. So if you're looking at it going, bitch, you forgot to fill in the rest of your eyebrows. I did not. I purposely did this because this is very trendy right now and I thought it looked cool, so I did it. Another update is my eye. If you guys have been watching my vlogs, you know that I bursted a blood vessel in my right eye, and it is getting better, as you can see. It is still very scary looking, but it is getting a lot better. So this makeup look is probably going to look a little bit funny with that, but I didn't want to wait another 2 weeks for it to be totally better. I wanted to film this look and get it up for you guys. So if you guys are looking at my eye thinking, what the hell happened to her? I bursted a blood vessel, but it's okay. It doesn't hurt. It's healing slowly but surely. But yeah, it looks a little bit scary still. So the mini Controversy palette, I was super attracted to the packaging. Here's what it looks like when you take it out of the box. It has the Jeffree and Shane Dawson. It kind of has this like staticky holographic looking TV screen. And then when you open it up, here are the colors in the mini Controversy palette, which are absolutely beautiful. And then of course we have the big kahuna right here, the Conspiracy palette. And out of all of the palettes that Jeffree Star has released, this packaging had me gagging. Like I almost threw up, peed, and shit all at the same time. So here's what the Conspiracy palette looks like out of the box. This packaging is seriously on another level. So it kind of has this like suitcase buckle type thing, kind of like Blood Sugar and Blue Blood. And when you open it up, here are what all of the shades look like in here. On camera, pictures do not do it justice, because in person, this has me shook. One thing I did notice that I'm not really that big of a fan on is In the Mini Controversy and in the Big Conspiracy palette, we have 2 shades of Diet Root Beer, which, don't get me wrong, really beautiful color, really nice transition shade, but I feel like they should have added that really awesome green, that unnamed green shade from the series. I feel like they should have added that in here and kept Diet Root Beer in just the Mini Controversy. You know what I'm saying? I do wish that they switched up those 2 colors instead of getting 2 of the same, but regardless, that's just me being picky. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star Cosmetics Conspiracy Palette. I'm so excited! So first things first, just to make sure that we have a nice sharp line for our eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply some tape on the outer corners of my eye. A lot of you guys have been using this trick and you guys have found it helpful. I have been doing this for years and years now, and I love doing my eyeshadow this way. It literally gives it such a perfect sharp line. It does kind of remove your makeup a little bit, but that's okay because that is what touch-ups are for. So I'm just going to apply that on the outer edges here. And I'm not wearing any eye primer. I'm not really the biggest fan of eyeshadow primer, so I'm just going to do this bareback and hope for the best. The first color that I am going to dip into is in the Mini Controversy palette. And just to put all over my lid, I'm going to use this color right at the top, which is called Crying on My Couch. First of all, super fucking relatable. I'm always crying on my goddamn couch. So we're just gonna take that color and apply that all over our eyelids, just to kind of have a little bit of a base going for the rest of the eyeshadows, just because it is very close to my skin tone. But I feel like this is just going to kind of help the rest of the eyeshadows lay on top really nicely and also blend really nicely. And I'm going to bring that up pretty far up to my brow. There is quite a bit of kickback in the pan. I don't know if you guys can see that mess already, but as soon as you blow on it, it goes away. So the next color that I'm going to go into is, I'm going to go into the Conspiracy palette right here, and I'm going to go in with this shade up here. This is in the shade Tanacon, and I'm going to start buffing this into my crease a little bit. Just as like a nice transition color. I have no damn clue what the hell kind of makeup look I want to do with this, but we're gonna experiment and see where this takes us. Also, I just want to say really quick, I don't want this video to get too like emotional and stupid and you know, whatever, but it's a chit chat, get ready with me, which means I'm going to be talking a lot about what's on my mind, what I'm feeling. And a couple of videos ago, I uploaded a health and life update, and I talked about something that was very personal, something that I have been battling for a while, and you guys, hands down, did not expect the response that I got from that video. You guys were incredibly supportive. I got so many comments. The video did really well, and I seriously just want to say from the bottom of my heart how thankful I am for those of you who shared your stories with me and showed me support and wished me the best. Like, I can't even tell you how good that made me feel, because this is something that I haven't talked about with anyone really. And the fact that so many of you gave me so much support really does mean a lot to me. So for those of you who watched that video and left a comment and gave it a thumbs up, just know that I truly appreciate you, and I'm very, very glad that I uploaded it, because I wasn't even going to upload it for the longest time, but I'm really glad that I did. Okay, so there is quite a bit of fallout. Holy shit. Like, look at my palette. Like, holy shit, that fallout is insane. Alright, so after buffing out Tanacon all over the lid, I am going to go in with the shade right next to it, which is Diet Root Beer, which is a little bit darker. And I'm just going to put this right in the crease as well, just to kind of build up that pigment. And to avoid fallout, I'm just going to try to do as much packing as possible, and then kind of go in and buff it out that way, because a lot of it is falling down on my cheeks. I think out of all of his palettes, this one has quite a bit of fallout, but I mean, so far the shadows look good, they feel good, they're blending out really nicely, so no complaints really for that. You can kind of see where we are going with this, just really building up that crease, really building up that pigment and getting it all nice and buffed out. So when we start going in with the more dramatic colors, it will look super nice. I don't know where I want to go from here, you guys. This is so intimidating. I don't know what I want to do. I think we're just going to get a little bit wild with it and see what happens. So I think the next shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here on the end. And this is in the shade Flamin Hot, kind of mimicking the Flamin Hot Cheetos. And I think I'm just going to start putting this all over the lid. So I'm just going to start out with just a little bit here and just start packing this all over the lid. Okay, so no tea, no shade, but this Flamin Hot shade is not as pigmented on the lid as it is in the pan. Like, it looks like kapow in the pan, but when you put it on your eye, it's just kind of like me. Okay, so here's what Flamin Hot looks like all over the eyelid. And then I'm going to go in with the smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade right next to Flamin Hot, which is Cheese Dust, and I'm just going to go through and kind of buff that in over top of Flamin Hot, just to make sure that the edges are nice and snatched. So, little disclaimer when it comes to this palette, do your eye makeup first before you do your face makeup, because there is a ton of fallout. Dang. Like, there is fallout for days on my face, so this is going to take quite a bit of fixing. I have no fucking clue what I am doing. I do really like this Cheese Dust shade, showing some true Jeffree Star Cosmetics pigment right here. Again, not really feeling that Flamin Hot shade, so I'm just gonna have to finesse and play around with that one a little bit. Alright, so I am going to go back in with Flamin Hot, and this is a matte eyeshadow, so I really don't know how well this is going to work, but I am going to get my brush a little bit wet using just some MAC Fix Plus spray, and I'm going to go back in with Flamin Hot and see if that picks up any of the... It doesn't. Alright, I'm going to try taking a little bit of Flamin Hot on my finger and just try dabbing it on the eye to see if that works any better. Because this shade is very lackluster. So this shade does look a little bit better when you use your finger, which, you know, isn't a big deal, but at the same time, then you have a huge mess on your finger that you have to clean up. So I'm definitely more of a brush kind of girl. Alright, and then I think I want to make this a little bit smoky. So I'm going to go in with this bottom shade right here. This one is called My Rides Here. I like the little steering wheel that they put on. I think that is super cute. And I am going to start putting this on the very, very outer corner, very lightly, and just kind of start building that up a little bit. I do not like how this is turning out at all. Oh my god. Well, this is a fucking fail. Look how ugly that looks. Ugh. Okay, so I am not happy with how this is turning out at all. I am going to stop here and just put on some liquid eyeliner, fix all of the fallout. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but the whole underneath part of my eye looks like I got punched in the face. And that Flaming Hot shade, I feel like literally ruined the whole look. That is super disappointing. God, this looks ugly as fuck. Now I'm gonna remove the tape. So there is what that is looking like. Now I am going to try to attempt to go fix up some of this fallout. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of shades that I haven't even tried yet, but the ones that I did try, the only one I really liked was Diet Root Beer and Cheese Dust. But like Flaming Hot, my rides here, it literally just ruined this makeup look. And there's literally no saving it from this point on. I'm back and I fixed up some of the fallout. It went pretty okay. I look super pale now, but you know, at least my eyes don't look like I got punched in the face. Moving on to the bottom part of the eye, I'm just gonna put a little bit of black eyeliner right on my waterline. And then I'm just gonna take the brush that we use in our crease and I'm just going to very lightly just start blending out on the bottom. And since Flaming Hot had so much fallout, it's just kind of bringing it down on the lower lash line, just making it look nice and smoky. You guys, I am so embarrassed and I am so sorry. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and put some mascara on my top and bottom eyelashes and I will be back in just a second. So I am back. I applied some mascara to my eyelashes. I actually went in with a different palette. This is from Deck of Scarlet and I used this really kind of metallic red shade from this little Z palette that I have, and I put that over top of Flaming Hot because that color was so incredibly disappointing to me. I had to do something to save this look. My first impressions of this palette aren't really that great, but again, I don't want to say that I hate it because I haven't even tried half the colors in here, so I definitely want to do some sort of redemption video. Let me know what you guys think. How do you think this turned out? I know I've done looks very similar to this before, which I'm very disappointed in myself for doing. So what looks do you want to see? Do you want to see me try to do another redemption video so I can get this palette to work? Let me know down in the comments, but we are going to leave the eyes as is, and we are going to move on to the rest of my face and the lips. So I am going to apply just a little bit more bronzer to my cheeks and blush as well, just to kind of bring some color back into my face, because when we fixed up the fallout, I literally covered up all of the color that I put on my face. So I'm just gonna warm up my cheeks a little bit. And then for blush, I'm gonna go in with Tarte Party Blush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and just kind of put that on the outer apples. And then for a highlight, I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier one. And this is in the shade Highlight 01. And when you first look at it, it just kind of looks like a basic ass baked highlighter. Like I wasn't too shocked by this, but when I used it for the first time, my entire world was shook. It is so bright and so blinding. Like, are you guys ready? Damn. Do you guys see what I mean? Like, you look at it and you're like, eh, it's alright. And then when you use it, it's like, oh my lord. Alright, so now that we are nice and glowy and bronzed again, we are going to go in with the liquid lipstick, which I have a lot of faith in. I think this is going to go a lot better than the mess that we have going on my eyes. So I'm just going to outline my lips with this CoverGirl Exhibitionist lip liner. This is in the shade Cherry Red. So I'm just going to line my lips, and then we're going to put Are You Filming over top. Let that completely dry, and we are going to be putting on a little bit of the Shane Glossin Gloss. Alright, so I'm just going to shake up the liquid lip a little bit, and not even kidding you guys, they said that the lip products for this collection are going to smell like root beer. And it literally smells like I just cracked open a can of root beer. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how accurate the smell is. So if you don't like root beer, then you're probably going to drive yourself insane with how these smell. But I actually really like the smell, and I'm not even that big of a fan of root beer. Like, I'll drink it, but I'm not obsessed with it. And the smell of this one is honestly so good. I love it. So let's go ahead and apply Are You Filming? Like I said, I have a lot more faith in the lip products because they're always fucking great. So here we go. You guys, I am so glad I chose this color. This is so freaking pretty. Look at that. It glided on so smoothly, so opaque. It is drying very quickly, but it is the iconic Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick formula. I love this color. Oh, so far favorite thing out of the entire collection is this lip color right here. So I am going to let this dry down completely matte before we go in with the gloss, because since this is a clear gloss, if you apply it over any color that's a little bit creamy or wet, it will transfer into the tube, I'm guessing, and it will kind of get all over the doe foot applicator. But while this is drying, I do just want to say that this gloss smells exactly like root beer as well. Oh my god, I like, that's the thing that really interests me the most, is how do they get lip products to smell like root beer? Like, that blows my mind. I really, really want to know how they did that. Okay, so I think this is dry enough, so I'm just going to go in with the lip gloss. Wow. And so far we're not having any transferring onto the doe foot, but I am also being very cautious and very careful. And I'm just lightly dabbing. Oh, bitch. That is so glossy. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Traffic stopping gloss color. And over top of this red, it is like a beautiful 1950s perfect orange red, glossy, sexy. I love it. So far, out of everything that we tried in this video, the lip products are definitely the winner for sure. You guys will have to be the judge of that. What do you think of this look? What do you think of the lip colors? What do you think of the eyeshadow? And if any of you guys were lucky enough to get your hands on this palette, what were your thoughts on it? I will say my two biggest complaints was the fallout and the pigment of a lot of the eyeshadows. It just wasn't really there. I am not someone who is very makeup skilled, so it could have been user error. So anyway, you guys will just have to let me know what you think of this. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go down, give this video a huge, huge thumbs up. Leave me a comment and let me know your opinions on this collection. Also, if this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, make sure you go down and hit that red subscribe button. I do upload every 3 to 4 days on this channel, so you don't want to miss out on any future videos. But as always, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I love you guys.